Hi, I'm Terry at Holding Your Space. Thank you for being here. It's lovely to see everybody on this fine morning. This is Meditation Tribe, so we'll chat and chat and chat and chat, and then we'll meditate. So, Juno, yay, there she is. Hey, girl, how are you doing? Juno is in the middle of a big transition, and it's it's something a lot of us are going through in a lot of ways, but Juno really did it. And I'm so proud of you, Gina. That's amazing. So she's doing a lot of good stuff. Fatima, good morning. I am still a little out there from doing the dream show last night. I got to say, I don't know. I think part of it's an awakening, part of it's the dream show, but part of it's just me too. Jen, hi, visionary gal. Good morning, my fellow tribal dancers. May you shine like the sun and dance like you were under the moon. Wow. That's beautiful, Jen. I love that. Shine like the sun and dance like you're under the moon. That's beautiful. I found this really good show on. It's either on BritBox or one of the ones for England, and it's about this woman, and she kind of rebels. She turns 60 or 50, and she rebels, and she leaves her husband just for a month and her kids. I think she's 50. And then she goes into this, works with these tree people. Anyway, I'll get the name of it to send to you guys tomorrow, but it's really fun because part of it's kind of metaphysical and spiritual, and part of it's just, she's being a big badass. So it's fun to watch. Anyway, hi, White Dragon. How are you? Good to see you. Blessings, Fatima. Good morning, beautiful. What did White Dragon say? I'm sorry, Paul. Hello, beautiful people. I like that. Hi, Rosemary. How are you feeling, honey? I hope you're doing well. I'm gonna start writing up the group healing. So anybody that wants it, Juno, I'm gonna put some in there for you today. Well, for everybody today. Jen B for sure. And let me know if anybody else wants in. Rosemary, I got you. So, anyway, hope everybody had a nice night. Did you see that plane upside down here in Toronto? My God, that was a miracle. I have to keep my prayers and good energy going. Fatima, that was amazing. We were talking about that last night. Can you imagine landing upside down? And they said they were all hanging there like bats upside down. And I thought about how would you get out of that, right? Unbuckling your seatbelt upside down, and the logistics of getting right side up again. Like, obviously, in my mind's eye, I'm doing a backflip, right? A backward somersault, and landing on my feet. But I don't know that my body would have followed my mind's eye. And so, yeah, they were amazing. And it sounds like everybody that was there, the people that were working it, were really good from what I've heard. So yesterday on YouTube showed an interest Mr. MBB 333. I'm going to look him up. I don't know who that is. Mr. MBB 333 showed an interesting video from Horsetooth Reservoir. We had just been there that day, and right after that, the bald eagle flew over our car. Oh, we were talking about the bald eagle, Yeah, yesterday. That looks amazing. Wow. And he showed it. That's interesting. Yeah, lots of synchronicities going on. Annie Bear says, wow, we went to get earbuds. Good morning, everyone. Hugs. Please smash like and call yourself a miracle. I love that. That's a good way to wake up in the morning, Annie Bear. You woke up on the right side. Do you know 3333 bald eagle, mighty powerful medicine there. Yeah. Yeah, we used to see a lot of those at the lake. I think eagles mate for life, don't they? I think that's what I remember about them. And it started out when we first started going down the lake, we'd just see one or two. And then I haven't been back to the lake in about, oh gosh, quite a while, 8 years maybe. But every time we go down, well, I went back a couple of years ago. Every time we go down, we see a lot of them, a lot of eagles. They've really come back to the Midwest, which I'm really happy to see. Whoopsies. There we go. Oh, you're flying back to Tucson on Friday to get your stuff, Juno. I'm so happy. Yeah, that was weird, right? Yeah, landing like that. Good morning, Sally. Sally, how's your finger today? So Sally was on the show yesterday with Diana, oil painter, and showing us all her pictures. And I swear, Sally, if you wanted to do an overnight cam, you know, everybody would wake up and like, oh my God. But you might get a lot of I don't know if you want everybody coming over, even on the camera, right? That might feel a little intrusive, or it might feel just fine. Grateful to be here. Rosemary, we're happy you're here, honey. Thank you for being here. We love having you here. Everybody's talking about somebody. Let's see. We send you prayers for you and have a safe flight, Juno. Yeah, a very safe flight and a easy road coming back, dear. Yeah. The eagle is associated with the star Sirius as the mighty blue eagle from Sirius. Oh, I didn't know that. Is Sirius okay, because I'm not good with planets and connecting them to star beings, but is that Palladian energy, White Dragon? Isn't it? I can't remember. So thanks, Fatima. I do not like flying to begin with. Now I was almost rear-ended by a plane which landed on the road behind me in Sedona many years ago. Wow. Yeah, man, that's scary stuff. Hi, Rick. Is Rick here? I didn't see Rick. Is it Reverend Rick? Didn't see him come in. Anyway, hey, Reverend Rick, if you're here. Good morning, beautiful friends. Hey, Denise, how are you doing, honey? You want in on the healing today? Everybody's in on the healing today. It's a healing circle. So get out of town. Annie Bear's making hash browns. That sounds really good. Are they homemade hash browns? It doesn't matter. The frozen ones are great too. Yeah, super terrifying, right? Getting rear-ended by a plane. Wow. Yeah. Brenda T, good morning, lovely. Good. Everybody's waking up bright and shiny. So we've talked about awakenings and such. There she is talking about awakenings. Hi, Dolly. How are you, honey? Talking about awakenings, and like sometimes you might get lightheaded, sometimes you might get a little dizzy, or like what's her name? Bren Katie. I know that's not the right way to spell or pronounce her name, but she kind of would go out in the desert, and then she would come home, and she would be so happy that she would be walking into her neighbors' houses without just walking in, like not ringing the doorbell or anything, and just hugging everybody and then walking back out. Anyway, and George always said, go slow. He always said we were given a Maserati and we only have a license to drive a Jeep or a jalopy, maybe a bicycle. So starting out slow and moving slowly, but golly, I just feel like we're accelerating so fast. So it's fun to see. I was watching, what's her name? Oh, let me look and find her. Barbara Howe, Howe Hand or something like that. Let me look and see. This morning, she's on a Inspired Evolution podcast, Barbara Hand-Clow. A really interesting woman talking about the multi-dimensions. And we've just, sorry, my hair's a mess. We just kind of naturally go into that right now, going into those different dimensions. So it's really interesting. So she's talking about them all opening up. And then she was talking about some caves in Romania. Have you guys heard of those? And they're attached to, now, Dr. Gill and I were talking about this last year, which is only, a few months ago. But maybe even a year ago, Dr. Gill and I were talking about this, but the caves that go under Mount Shasta, and then there's a lot of caves here in the Midwest, huge, actually, one of the biggest cave systems, I think, in the U.S. is underneath KC. Anyway, and how we felt like the Lyrans were coming through and using them. And she's talking now about this cave system in Romania that goes from Tibet and, Kathmandu and whatnot, and connects to India, and then also connects to the pyramids, which is really interesting. So, all right. Yeah, ask George and the angels to fly with you, and you'll be safe at ease. Hi, Teresa Ford. I love that. That's a good point. I always ask when I'm on the plane. And I always envision when we're taking off that the angels are picking us up. And then when we're landing, I always envision that the angels are landing us, just setting us down very gently with the angel wings. Yeah. Yeah, Dolly's here. I know, right? Yeah. How are you doing, Dolly? I hope everybody's okay. Hey, neighbor. Yeah, you and Jen. Salrods, any UFOs on camera yet? You're going to see them. You had giant praying mantis overlooking your backyard, but in another dimension. And that's it, right? I think that is the other dimension that she's seeing with her camera, because they're light bodies. And when we go into our light body, we look different too. Interesting. Anyway, okay. Yep. Did Minosa go up by you guys, Jen and Dolly? Is she up there? I can't remember where Minosa got her where she's working now, her new job. But she's a minister at one of the Unity churches in the Midwest. Anyway, she's doing great, it looks. I keep up with her on Facebook every once in a while when I go there. Yeah. Anything with a potato, Denise, right? Hash brown's yummy. Yeah, anything with a potato is good. So, yep. Yes, please. Hash browns any way, shape, or form. White dragon. Yeah, isn't that funny? This chat part is part of the meditation. We're like, and meditation looks different for everybody, doesn't it? But the community is a huge boom that I didn't know it was going to be when I started the channel. That just kind of happened with you guys all coming in and having such good things to say that we couldn't stop. we had to keep talking. Good morning, Barbara. Great dream last night, Barbara. Great dream. Yeah. Let's see. She did, man. Juno is rocking the third shift business, isn't she? She's getting the moves done, man. She's getting ready. Hey, Annie Bear. How are you, lovely? Barbara, good morning. How are you doing? Yeah. What dragon? Oh, the lightning. Yeah. So I think that was on not this week's show, but the previous week's show, Sally, wasn't it? The lightning? Because those definitely looked like ships coming in. Yeah. That is worthy of a replay, Sally, the lightning coming in. It was really amazing. Hey, Fatima. Yeah. It's a lot going on. Let's see. Dolly. I was watching the dream show this morning. I got up at dark 30, and what struck me was the energy you four women have together when you immerse yourselves in spirit. Yeah. Thank you. You know, it is a really special thing, that dream energy. And the other part of it, which is interesting, is the chat, the people in the chat, because there's so many people that have amazing dreams, and the chat and the group, also the energy from them. It's kind of like here, right? All of you that come in here make this what it is, and it's the same with that dream show. It's really interesting how everybody comes in and talks, and is just amazing insights in the chat. What, Juno? -2? Well, I can beat you. I've got 2. Yeah, we're having some of our coldest days here. I think the windshield is quite a bit lower, but I got all my faucets dripping, and we're just hunkered in. So, find a link for you. That was the best recap I did with Terry. Yeah. Yeah, that was really amazing. Those lightnings. The lightnings. Those lightnings. Artists and oracles. Good morning. Good morning, light workers. Yeah. Okay, White Dragon, we got you. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on out there right now. I mean, between hopping dimensions and moving across the country, and lots of stuff going down. Barbara, gotcha. Barbara B. I love a last name with a B or a C or a D. I don't know why. Or J. Patricia, good morning, Terry and all. Sorry couldn't make it to the dream show. Did you get my email about next week's show and the dream with OJ actually happening with Dr. Gail and a medical mic? I did. I read that this morning, Patricia. I didn't get it last night before we went on. And Mary Starshine, are you here yet? She sent me something, and I couldn't find it to pull it up when we were in the show, and I really wanted to. So I was gonna, Mary, if you're here, or otherwise I'll email you. I wanted to make a community post with it and put it on next week. So make the community post this week, but put it in for next week. Fatima, that is exactly what I said when I saw the video of it landing. And what happened, I was like, angels had to have surrounded that plane. Right? Yeah. They had to have surrounded the plane, and to have all those people hanging upside down and getting out of their seats. Like, I don't know how big the drop is, but, not to have just fallen directly on their heads. I mean, there's so many ways that could have gone so much worse. They were definitely surrounded in love. Yeah. Yep. Somebody had the power. I remember one time we were flying, I think I was by myself. And I was flying from the east. No, I had Inga with me. Yeah. And we were flying from England, and we landed, and we were okay. And this was on a July 29th, because it was on my birthday. And it was when we had one of those big solar eclipses on July 29th. Maybe this was 8 years ago or something. Anyway, and we did fine landing, and wherever we landed, maybe it was New York or something. And then we were flying back into KC, and there was a huge thunderstorm going on, and it was bouncing up and down. So we had to land in Oklahoma City. And we sat on the runway for a while, and it was fine. And, the babies were crying, and it was tough, man. No air conditioning in the back. of the plane. The air wasn't coming back, and this was July in Oklahoma on the tarmac. Anyway, wound up getting some people moved around, and I invited this young woman with her baby to come sit by us because we weren't in first class, but we were like just behind it, kind of, or behind business class, whatever that is, so that we could get the air. Anyway, so she came up, and then the baby was great, and then when we took off again and we landed, it was amazing. But we were just sitting there praying the whole time. You get out with the thud. Yeah. Angels had to have surrounded them. You get out with the thud, Sally said. A thud on my head, on my noggin. I'm so grateful for the support of this community. I would never be able to be doing what I'm doing without the support I've received. Big hugs to everyone for their kindness and support. Oh, Juno, we love you, honey. Yeah, definitely. I've got you in the prayer list too. So Juno does amazing work. Yeah. Would have been so excited to see an eagle. Yeah. We've got hawks. We've got a lot of hawks around here. Not this time of year. I don't see them though. Teresa Ford, how are you? Gotta go. Love y'all. Okay, we'll see you later, honey. You have a nice day. Yeah, all these plane crashes feel like some kind of psyop. So dramatic for all. Doesn't it? It feels like if we don't already have enough going on with, all over the world, with earthquakes and volcanoes and whatnot. And then we've also got the trauma of the wars and, what's going on in Washington, D.C. And then we have the plane crashes on top of it. It's a lot to look at. And I was listening to that Barbara, what's her name? Barbara Hand-Clow, I think is her name. Anyway, it was quite interesting. She was talking about how, we've got the yugas, right? And we're coming out of Kali Yuga. And I think the yugas last usually 20,000 years, and this one has been 12,000 maybe. But as we're coming out of it and coming into the age of Aquarius and the divine feminine, and moving in, aren't we moving into Pisces? I'm pretty sure. Anyway, it's going to be, or the age of Aquarius, right? So it's going to be interesting. It's like everything is popping right now as we move in and kind of shedding all the old stuff. Okay, I'm chatting too much. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Move to a safe place, right? And be happy. Okay, Juno's got the video there, which I'll look it up when I get off of here because I can't while I'm here. I can't copy on it. Denise, good morning. How are you? Good to see you. There she is. Hi, Willow. How are you doing? Good to see you. Barbara, we have eagle nests at the reservoir near your home. Amazing, aren't they? They're so amazing to watch. Yeah. The other thing that I like to watch is I like the hawks. I like the big birds. They're amazing. Okay. I'm trying to think of the one that I really like. White Dragon. This morning, the trio, Archangel Michael, Metatron, and Raphael, took more time for the scan. I was out in public the last 2 days. Unusual for me to be out there that much. Wow. Interesting, Patricia. Yeah, they're really around a lot, aren't they, right now, the archangels? It's like, I'm so glad that you're walking with them and they're around like that, Patricia. And don't you feel like they kind of always are, but when you ask them to be there, since we're on a free will planet, that it makes a huge difference. And then when we make that part of our practice, really different. There's our man. Hey, Gerald. How are you doing, Tarot Stash? Stopping by before heading out. Sending healing hands energy to everyone. Oh, thank you, Gerald. It's so good to see you. You've been busy. I saw you were going on with somebody the other night, and I was going on. But yeah, we got to get together. Gerald is one of the most consummate people that you can read with as far as being hospitable. When you go on one of his shows, he sends you everything. He gets you all set up. He's just, he's a gent. So, anyway, what do you all know about Saint Germain? Interesting. BC channels Saint Germain on a regular basis. And there's some shows that she came on and channeled with him. And then also when George was on, they brought in that violet flame. And what some people don't know, I think, is that usually when you find Saint Germain, you're also going to find Lady Nada, because he works with his partner. That's his partner. And she is magenta and love and softness and the divine feminine. And he comes in with the divine masculine and that violet flame. But he also comes in with abundance, and the abundance is in the in-between with him, from what they told me and from what I feel. So you guys let me know what you feel, but the abundance is right there at the in-between. So if that makes any sense, between the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Anyway, and we talked about that. There's a golden cave. So I don't know if that would be the 11th dimension, that golden light, but that's kind of what it feels like to me. And Barbara Hand Clow is also talking about the different dimensions. Like usually we just go up to like the 6th dimension or 7th, but working with those higher dimensions, and as we start getting into that, it's quite interesting. So, and they also talked about that, George and BC, and that Christ, Buddha consciousness of the 11th and 12th dimensions. So, really interesting. Yeah. And you guys, I want you to open up to those other dimensions in a way that, I mean, if you want to, I just think it's interesting that you're going to remember about them. And when you get into them, you're just going to know what this is about. And it's going to come through to you. And because, you are you're your own guru. But it came up recently, Annie Bear. Yeah. Yeah. Tell us about it. I think that's so cool. On your phone, so you're not tagging. Yeah. I hear you. I can't tag on my phone, and I can't tag on my when I watch things on my TV on occasion. If I'm going to take a nap, sometimes I'll well, let's see who's on. I'll turn that on and I'll go to sleep. But yeah, hard to do. Okay, Brenda T. Hello, good morning, lovely. You can see eagles by the dozens in an area not far from where I live in Southwest Missouri, because all the chicken processing plants spread gross stuff on fields there. Yeah, right. Definitely, Brenda T. Yeah, down around Springfield and Republic and whatnot. You see a lot of them down there. Yeah. And there's a place north of here and in KC that has a lot of eagles that come in. I can't remember what it's called. Mary would know. Anyway. Yeah. Did somebody say hash browns? We've got a lot of good German and Swedish girls here wanting our hash browns. Yeah. Let's see. Gerald, that was such a fun show yesterday with you and your Jess knitting and chatting. You and your guests. Yeah. I saw that you were doing that, Gerald. I love that. Not only is Gerald an amazing um, person to be on with and intuitive and medium, but he also is very creative. He does artistic crafting, like the stuff that he does um, with your quilting. He wins awards with that. It's really amazing. But I didn't know about the knitting until I saw you were doing the knitting group. I love that. Oh, Willow. Yeah, of course, honey. She has another GI bleed, hoping to fix it without having to be hospitalized. You got it. Willow's mom. So sorry to hear that, honey. So no, I love that you're there with her, helping her. Artists and oracles, good morning. Let's see. Yeah, hugs and blessings to everybody. Safe trip, Juno. Okay, Juno says, yeah, St. Germain is connected to Mount Shasta. So I think that is the mountain that George and BC were talking about too. And there's a golden cave in there that you can go to. And I think that has a lot to do with that. And we were talking about the cave systems, right? That connect. Anyway, it's all clicking, isn't it? It's all like bam, bam, bam. Okay, Dolly, I can't keep up today. I am giving a general hello to everyone. I love yous. Yeah, yeah, we're getting busy. Homemade, oh my God, homemade hash browns are the best. Barbara binge watched Resident Alien last night. I love that. I'm gonna remember. I won't remember the name of it, but I'll try to remember to write down the name of that show that I'm watching from the UK. It's really good. It's kind of like. Do you guys remember Shirley Valentine? And she was like a UK housewife, and then she got fed up with her husband, and she said, "That's it, I'm out of here." And she goes to this little island and gets a job as a barmaid, but she makes friends with everybody and changes their lives, you know. And she was not feeling good about herself, and then she turns into this goddess on this Greek island. And then her husband comes at the end and visits her and falls back in love with her. I don't know if that's what's going to happen in this one, but it has kind of a Shirley Valentine vibe. Be right over and bring scones, artists and oracles. Yum. I haven't had scones for a long time. The plane on the road hit the car that was right behind you and could have been me if I hadn't pulled in front of the car that was hit. Talk about divine timing. Wow. Yeah. Patricia, do you know, I'm getting the experience you had with seeing the eagle was a message that you are protected. I feel the energy of the eagle behind your flight. I'm getting chills as I am writing. Oh, I love that, Patricia. Yeah. Big protection, right? Jen, I love that. Cracking me up, people. Hey, Leslie, how are you? Good morning. Miriam, welcome. How are Barbara Hand-Clow? Thank you. I can't remember which one comes first. I've seen her around, you know, on different seminars and whatnot, and I've listened to her, and I've always been really impressed. But you know how sometimes you hear the right person at the right time, and it all changes. Last night I was having dinner and nobody was around. So I pulled out, I don't know if you guys can read that properly. It's Stillness Speaks, Eckhart Tolle, but The Power of Now, author of The Power of Now. But it's just this little tiny book, and it's like it's a real easy read. And he said he wrote this book just to be able to pick up anytime you want and sit down anytime you want. Like, you don't have to read the whole thing. You can just get bits and pieces of it. And I feel like I've gone through my life getting bits and pieces of people here and there at just the right time. Anyway, the pitter patter method. Oh, you just got her book, Denise? See, we are all on the same flow, aren't we? I'm going to order it. Yeah, I really like her. I really like Annie Bonds too. She's amazing. And that Cheryl Page, I like everybody. Okay, I got to stop. Oh, yeah. Yeah, lots of good wishes for you. Annie Bear, you've been a fan of her for decades. Yeah, I've seen her speak. I've listened to her, and I really liked her before. But now it's like things are dinging. It's like, it's really hitting it. It's like Eckhart and Deepak, um, two of the masters that are here on the planet right now. I feel like they've basically been saying the same thing for 30 years. It hasn't changed hugely. It has shifted a little bit, but not a lot. And sometimes you're listening to them, you're just like, oh yeah, I got that. Oh, Denise, you got it on Audible. Yeah. I just got to the point where I'm reading again a lot, which you can see I've got all those books over here that I have to read that I've been collecting. But oh, Carolina's read his books too. Wow. Yeah. Or her books. Yeah. She's quite interesting. I looked for him and I couldn't find him, and I knew I downloaded that, Sally, on my phone, and I couldn't get it last night. My phone's pretty full. I probably need a new phone. It's a 9. Or an 8. I think it's a 9. I don't know. So I probably need to get a new phone because things keep leaving it. But yeah, I've got to find it because I know I'm on Signal, because I got it for some other people too. A lot of people going to Signal now instead of Messenger. I would stay out of the caves under Mount Shasta. Not all that dwells on that mountain is benign. Yeah. It's interesting, isn't it? So I do feel like there's a huge amount of Lyrans that have come in, the Lyran energy that is under that. And it's interesting. If I was going to look at a place to go to, um, you know, in Bavaria or some of those areas, what's that area where Transylvania? Like they have a lot of those caves too, which is kind of like, ooh, it has such a connotation, Transylvania, from the fiction. Thank you for the validation. I was so stunned and thrilled when it occurred. I cried many tears of gratitude, and I thanked the car I was riding into. Oh, honey, that's beautiful. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, Sally, caves freak you out. Me too. Yeah, I've gone inside a few on rides and things, and there's a lot of them here in KC, and then if you go down south, the Southwest Missouri has a lot of them too. I know they're all over the world, but it's interesting. Oh, you picture the same thing when you fly, Dolly. Yeah. Hey, Lauren, how are you? Please put your Lisa in the healing circle. She will be getting a biopsy next month. You got it, Lauren. Yeah, lots of love to her and you, Lauren, and the medical staff. A lot going on. Hey, Gray. Terry, you said put me on your list. Not sure of the exact contest was, but I'm watching a few minutes behind. You got it, Gray. You are on the list. So, yeah. I know we talked about that, Gray. Yeah. I do that in the car. I don't enjoy driving. I'm always on the road. I ask to be safe, guided, and protected. Yeah. Right, Denise? I don't enjoy driving anymore either. It depends on where I am. And yeah, you're no splunker. Prefer to be above ground, not in caves. Zoinks. Some people love caves. Yeah. And, you know, be kind to yourself with that because a lot of us are here from Lemuria and Atlantis and Hadarians and whatnot. And perhaps we either had to hide in caves or the caves were not very good. Yeah. When Nancy Rebecca comes on, ask her about the pyramids. I will. I haven't heard back from her people yet. Like we've been in contact back and forth, and I think she's been busy. But they said sometime in February, and so did Linda, quite frankly. But everybody's had things popping up, and I understand that because the game of life, right? But yeah, we're still in contact, and I know it. She's still coming on. Yeah, hugs, Lauren. Sending healing and soothing energy to you and your daughter. I love that. Yeah, taking care of our babies. It's huge. When spirit comes in, my hands get really cold. Anyone else? Is it also a Louis? I don't know. You know, we work with our hands a lot when we heal. Like we receive the light, or I do. That's how I perceive it. Is the pranic energy coming in through your left hand, and then you use your right hand. And my sister always said your right hand's kind of like a leaf blower, and you're just shining out that energy. So yeah, mine tingle a lot when I'm working with that, especially even if you're shining energy. And Annie Bear, you do a lot of guardianship, so you're always shining energy around. Yeah. Oh, Manasa is in Bloomington, Indiana. She does live stream Sunday services. What? I'm gonna look for that. She's amazing. Yeah. Oh, a clue. That makes perfect sense now. Annie Bear, thanks. Hi, Stacy. How are you feeling? Your back's a little better. Yesterday, you asked a tree if I could send my back pain down through its roots to Gaia to be transmuted. Ooh, that's deep, literally. Stacy, that's amazing. Yeah. Let's work with that today. I love that. Okay, we're getting close to time, so we better get moving here. Anything with a potato, couldn't agree more. Food of my ancestors. Not giving it up, no matter what the experts come up with, right? Somebody was talking about the other day about tobacco, and tobacco is so healing. It's been used for centuries. Different indigenous groups around the world healing with tobacco. But they said the eggplant has a lot of nicotine in it, and so does so do potatoes, and some other foods that they were talking about has a lot of nicotine as well, which I never knew about that, but it for some reason it's good for your body. Dun 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 dun. Okay, did I get that, Stacy? Yeah, I did. Alrighty. I'm so glad you feel better. Yeah. Okay. Patricia says, Juno, I know that feeling of those kind of tears, deep and appreciation and gratitude. I keep seeing eagle behind the flight. It has grown larger. Happy trails on the ground and in the air. Oh, happy trails. Yeah. Have to go to your PowerPoint, Sally. Okay. So Sally was on yesterday, for those of you that are just coming in, with Diana was on too. And we got to see her beautiful land, and she has these light beams that come in, and she's able to watch them with her camera at night. So it's really amazing. Hey Mousy, how are you? Good to see you. Who hosts the dream show? Trying to find it in your stream. It's I stream it, and so does Kelly, and Allie. Heart and Soul Connected has the dream show. Dreams, appearances, and what is it? Dreams, appearances, and visions. And then Carolyn and Peter Booker are usually on it. They've been off for a little bit for health, but they're coming back. I got a feeling. So we can't wait to have them back. They're amazing, amazing intuitives and mediums. I wonder if you on the dream show together, and so do at times, maybe anything is possible. Wow. Okay. Yeah. It is nice where you're at. Yeah. I hope we can all say that today. It's nice where I am. Marby, good morning. Yeah. What? In South Florida, it's a cool 77? Yeah. I remember those days. White Track and I lived in Delray Beach for 8 years. I loved it. It was so beautiful. And so it is. Amen. Lauren, I'm taking it as a powerful moment in our hope of things to come. Love that. Okay. Oh, thanks, Dolly. Yeah. Every Tuesday night at 8 Central. Yeah, the Dream Show. It's fun. It's a fun show. What? Dolly, you're a fluffy girl. I can't imagine being upside down a little jet like that. How would I get out? That's what I thought. This is an incentive to diet and exercise. You know what I was thinking of too is, have you ever done those, the hammock, the silk yoga? I haven't done it for a few years, but I used to do it quite a lot. And I never liked to be inverted, though. That's one thing I never would do. The other people will, and I'll do something else. But there's nothing like at the end when you get to meditate, vinyasa, and you just kind of get rocked in that hammock. Yeah. Safer to be fluffy. Right, Annie? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to come on all the way down. And if I know I miss things, you guys. Stacy says, Gina, listen to Brian Scott, Escaping the Money Matrix. My abundance came in. Ooh, I'm going to write him down. I get the best people from you guys. That's how I found out about Annie Bonds. We've got one more class with her, right, Sally? Anyway, hey, Delphi, good morning. Just saying hi to people as they come in. Sharon, Donnelly. Yeah, you do. You make everybody feel comfortable, Gerald. And all the people that come to watch too. Let's see. Hey, Gray. We got you, honey. I'm putting you in twice. So, yeah. Oh, the change on BritBox. That's it, Pamela Anderson. Yeah. It's on BritBox. That's the one. Amazing show, you guys. Funny, witty, and strange. Really strange. Quirky. Leslie. My cat wants to be held when we gather. I think he wants to participate, but it sure makes typing slow and laborious. Yeah. Yeah. My cats always come in when we start meditating too. Oh, Mr. Boo is meditating. Hi, Dragonfly. You're just in time because we haven't even. Oh my God, it's 9:01. Okay. Prayers for Priscilla's dog and cat. Okay. So interesting to see what their life's paths are. Yeah. All right, everybody. Well, let's go ahead and get started. Just take 3 deep breaths, inhaling through your nostrils. And if you're stuffy like me this morning, imagine you are. Exhaling through the mouth. Feel your shoulders as they slide down your back, letting go of anything that we've been holding on to. Plane crashes, travel plans. Inhaling again. As you exhale this time, give it a big push at the end. Going all the way down to your psoas. Your psoas is right around your sacrum and your root chakra. So give it a little shake. Shake your tail feather if you want to. Releasing things that have been stored there. We store a lot right there ancestrally and in this lifetime. Inhaling again. And this time as you exhale, just let your body breathe you. It might start to rock a little. Feel the light come in. So hum. Breathing in light as you exhale. Feel your body acclimating with it. Your auric field grows, activates. Your light body, like a hologram around your physical form. And they're saying we can run with this body, we can fly with this body, we can jump out of upside down planes with this body. So just recognizing it's like our power, but also our shield, our protection. So acclimating to that. As you do so, calling in your angels, 33 trillion, white light, bright light, pink light. Noticing Metatron, Michael, Yeshua, Durga, Mary, Isis. All the archetypes that you want to call in today for whatever you want. Feeling their light and love around you. Seeing their light bodies. Often we look at them as human species, but just recognizing what they look like in their light and the colors, abiding in that, feeling it. Now, calling in the spirit of the ancestors of the planet, noticing their energy as they come in. Beautiful light tied to us in our psoas and our biome. Ancestors from this lifetime and others. And then seeing, as well as them, ancestors of the animals. The elementals come in with the animals. Noticing how they've come in, 2D and 3D. How sometimes we think that we're caring for them, but they're caring for us. Our cats, our dogs, our horses. Also, the trees. Feeling the trees and the plants. How we care for them, how we nourish them, and how they nourish us. Looking at their light bodies today. Noticing the energy around them. The energy around all sentient beings. Watching the energy of the planet. Today, let's go deep inside the planet. Going through the darkness of the soil, the divine feminine. Seeing the light lines, the ley lines, the strands of light. Crystalline energy that lights up the darkness. Noticing where we've been, where we've come from as we do so, all around the planet. Now going a little deeper into the rocks. Feeling the rocks, the rock people, ancient ones, awakening, movement. going deeper until we see the tectonic plates, noticing the movement, maybe even traveling a little bit around them, seeing the shifts as they come in, just like the shifts in consciousness on the planet, the shifts of the earth. She makes new homes, new memories, new programs coming in, going deeper into the waters inside the planet. More water inside the planet than on the crust. And noticing these waters, the color, the light body of the water, crystalline energy and movement and flow. And allow yourself, if you'd like to jump in or walk in. You're in your light body, so it's going to be the perfect temperature. And feel your body fed. Feel the abundance and the fertility and the healing powers of the waters, the Divine Mother. Noticing the Divine Masculine is here as well, holding space, protecting us, giving us clarity. Now, while we're here, let's detach. Wednesday's a good day for detachment. Go into the stillness of your mind, watching, looking, seeing, knowing. Let your body acclimate to knowing and remembering here. Our seventh and eighth senses, maybe seventh and eighth dimensions. Now, while we're here, we're going to send healing energy to Juno on her adventures, the adventures of everybody on the planet. To Jen B, our beautiful Jen. To Dragonfly. To Fatima. Rosemary. Denise. To our wonderful Gray. To Paul, White Dragon. Barbara B and Barbara. To Willow's mom, surrounding her in light, and her medical staff, everyone's medical staff. To Liz and all Cleveland Clinic, surrounding it in light and her family. To Diana's family, Brendan, his medical staff. For Lisa and her biopsy, everybody working with Lauren's daughter. Lots of light. For Stacy Norton. For Gray. And for Priscilla's dogs and cats. For all our dogs and cats. A lot of them are going through something at the same time. So anybody here that hasn't been mentioned, know you're in this healing water. And see the light change. Notice as the light changes, it acclimates to a healing green light. Hold space for these people, these sentient beings, as their physical forms reacclimate, shaking off the old stuff, accepting the new transmission of healing. For Leah's mom, for Rush, for anybody that needs it, for Jules, Michael, Nick, BC, Debbie Freebird, Shannon's mom, Anybody in need today? Anybody in fear today? See their load lighten. Now, coming back, shaking ourselves out of the water, feeling your physical form starting to come back. Noticing the rocks, the smoothness, seeing the crystalline energy. Coming back through the darkness, beautiful darkness, where we've been, the crystalline energy and the seeds of growth here, abundance. Following up to our trees, the roots, how we branch out now. Coming into your body, your home. Just starting to feel your body from your toes to your fingertips. Noticing your auric field. Standing in your power. You might be another 10 feet tall today. You might feel like you've slept an additional 4 hours. Just acclimating to it. Zipping up your energy like a zipper in your spine. From your crown chakra to your root chakra, meeting in the middle, your heart chakra. Abiding for a minute. Who am I? What am I? What do you want? Abiding. What is your purpose today? Is it joy? Dharma? And what are you grateful for? Breathing in love and light. And as you exhale, completely back in the physical. All right, everybody. Well, Annie Bear. Deeply felt beautiful calm, highest good 100% diamond light, love source. I love that. Yeah, blessings, Denise. Good to see you, honey. Well, Juno, love the morning meditation. I'm so glad you came, Juno. I love having you here. Yeah, the loving energy we weave. We're weaving and knitting a lot, aren't we? Yeah, Sharon, love you, honey. Love, light, and laughter to everyone, as always. Oh, Leah, yeah. Yeah, honey. So much love to you and yours. So, well, everybody have a great day. I've got a couple of readings today, and then that's about it. So I'll see you guys again tomorrow. And Barbara, love to you. So Barbara, oh yeah, Barbara was in that. Yeah, okay. You were on the list. But anybody that wasn't on the list, know that you're covered by this healing light just by being here. So, artists and oracles, thank you. Yeah, everybody have a great day. Have a blessed day. And namaste. My light sees your light. Shanti.